Hello!
Hello.
We are Easy Allies. This is our Q&A for the month of September 2021. The month's almost over. We got a bunch of patrons every month. Like to show up to patreon.com/easyallies. Support us in any way that they can. We very much appreciate it. One of the ways is to get on the Q&A. Shout out to Ben Moore, who set all of this stuff up and is now going to wrap up Frame Trap so we can work on other projects this week. But we got Brad Ellis, Isla Hink, Daniel Bloodworth, Michael Damiani behind the cam, just doing some adjustments to the cam.
Adjustants.
And myself, Brandon Jones, about to read this question, of course.
Just young.
From Alexander Zarianov. Poised for the Q&A post to go up every month. So if you would like to be involved, you can go to patreon.com/easyallies. Find the post that is we will set up for you ahead of time before it is posted for the month of October. But September is come and gone, and it is time to Q&A. From Alexander Zarianov, hello Allies. Last time you were spitballing ideas for a movie trilogy based on Easy Allies history, and the producers liked your suggestion of being sucked into a video game. Smelling Jumanji money, they granted a big budget to this production. They want to start filming as soon as possible. The director hasn't signed his contract yet, so producers asked you to cast actors to play your in-game personas. So who do you pick to portray your in-game characters? Keep in mind that Huber's in-game persona will be a monk from China, and this is not up for discussion. I guess
Wait, so we're casting
ourselves?
Casting ourselves, and just anyone that's not here.
Video game characters?
No, I think just from people.
Or from actors?
Human people?
He liked the suggestion of being sucked in, but cast actors
Dibs,
to play your in-game
Keanu
personas.
Reeves.
Whoa.
Dibs.
All right.
Because he could say dude real good.
Yeah.
He can.
Dude.
Jeez.
Brendan Fraser, for sure. No question.
Great for you.
Of course.
The ages are all off with
Of course.
these. I don't know. I can't decide. Jennifer Connelly while we're just drinking.
Yeah.
Or Margaret Qualley.
Can I have Jack Black?
Yes.
Like Jack Black
Oh,
scream
yes.
like hit detection and shit
Yeah.
like that.
Now I'm going
I
this
love
lesson in
Fantasy
like
14.
terrible actors and actors.
I like that jump, damn it!
Also don't know.
Or Jamie Clayton. She'd be good.
People have said I look like the guy from The Mentalist. I don't know if that's the
I don't
way
know
to
what that
go.
is.
The Mentalist used to tweet at me a lot. That show.
Oh, really?
No, that was
The
the
show did?
Alienist. The
What was the documentary about Coven?
Something.
The filmmakers who were making Coven. And they're like,
Oh,
Coven?
yeah,
They're like,
American
no, Coven.
movie.
Just the
He
lead
looks
from
like
American
that.
Movie is very
Yeah,
Bloodworth
yeah,
energy.
yeah.
But that was, 20
He's
years
not
ago,
an
probably.
actor.
Yeah. The guy from The Mentalist. Lock it in.
The guy from The Mentalist.
Yeah, and Huber's already taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we get to play?
Oh, I forgot
Don.
about the other ones.
Yeah.
Don is, oh man, I can picture his face, but I can't remember, I don't know his name. Oh, he always plays like, he's in that,
Carl Urban would be a good Don.
Carl Urban would be a good Don. I'm thinking the guy who plays like Spike in the live-action Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
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 You know?
He's the first guy to get taken out by the crow. Isn't he the guy that's like, it's the crow's here, man? When they're all like,
Maybe.
calm down, dude. And he's
Maybe.
just like, ah! I can't remember what like chant the gang does, but he's like, that'd be good. And Michael J. Fox is Ben Moore.
Oh, okay.
No.
I was gonna.
Sure, why not?
Sure, yeah.
From Mike Cook 1, good afternoon. I know you longer do retrospectives. Sad. But if you were to
I
start
thought that
again,
was going to be the end.
what would each of you like to do one on? You each
boy.
do a retrospective. Mario Sports.
Ooh.
Just Mario Sports games.
Mario
Tennis would be one episode. Baseball would be one episode. Soccer would be one episode.
The most insane one, but I think it'd be cool, would be Dragon Quest.
Ooh.
But that's the
and
most insane possible.
Things that would be, insane.
So,
Yeah.
that'll never happen.
Legacy of Kain is also one.
Ooh.
That'd be a
Because
good
it's
one.
got a real clear ending. You're done.
Yeah.
That's it. Nothing past that.
FIFA.
FIFA.
Like, what have we not done?
Castlevania, Metal Gear.
I think we
did.
did.
Well, they did those a long time ago.
Oh.
But we could update them a lot.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of Timeline.
Oh yeah, there's only 2 of those.
Because we teased the Metal Gear
Oh,
Timeline.
right.
Way
Why'd
back
you bring
in
that
the-
up?
Yeah, that's
Forget I
the thing.
said
Stop
There's
asking.
stuff that there's been work done on. I'm like, well,
It's never gonna happen. Stop
Sonic?
asking.
That's interesting.
Well, that's the thing is like I don't know that it would never happen.
I was
I don't
actually
know if I'd brand it as a retrospective when I
thinking of
finally get around
Fumito
to it.
Ueda
but-
games. I don't know how many games he's made though.
The Sega
Just-
Genesis
Oh, Ueda?
Yeah,
Master
just 3?
Collection.
So far that I'm aware of.
I mean, that's the 3 main ones. I don't think that there's anything else that you could credit to it.
Yeah,
Ooh, Fallout would be kind of
Fallout. Yeah, that could be cool. Elder Scrolls.
We did a Fallout.
We did a quick
one.
little Fallout,
Yeah.
but that was before.
Well,
3
shit.
came out.
What
Free.
haven't you done?
Oh, Halo would be
Um,
cool.
Batman.
Oh,
Batman.
Batman. Yeah, that's a lot of games.
Suikoden.
Suikoden. Dude, 2
Yeah.
games.
Doing
Easy
justice
peasy.
and all that
Or is
shit.
Oh,
it
there's
3?
like 6.
What?
There's a shitload of them.
Yeah.
Alright.
There's
And there's
1
a
through
tactics
5.
game.
Yeah,
and
Suikoden
there's 1
definitely
through
is one
5
we
in
have not done.
tactics. And
There's.
then
Oh yeah, there is past PS1. I forgot. Fable.
are there only 6?
Fable would be cool too.
There you go. That's
If you have not watched it yet, Digital Foundry Retro just did one on F-Zero.
Yeah, that
is
one's
just
sick.
amazingly comprehensive. Just like digging into like freaking Satellaview F-Zero stuff and like has all like the announcers and things that were going
Fire
on,
Emblem, yeah.
as well as the 64 disc drive stuff and the cartoon and all kinds of
Yeah.
There were handheld Suikodens too. I thought there might be. Yeah.
and then gives all the respect where it's due to X and GX.
Oh yeah. GX,
where it's
dude.
due.
We got a 10.
They did.
From Kyle Unyel. Hello, Easy Allies. TGS is nearly here.
Yeah.
And for the Square Enix event, I'm hoping for a Final Fantasy 16, or I'm hoping for a Final Fantasy 16 or a Final Fantasy 9 remake. You can always
Damiani
dream.
laughed derisively.
Well,
I mean, they
showed what they're gonna- they already announced.
They said it will not be there,
Yeah.
so I feel bad.
What do you want to see at TGS? Love and respect.
Well, from
Bunch
what
of
we
mobile
know
games.
of, I want to see more Stranger of Paradise or whatever.
Oh god.
No,
Let's see.
I don't know.
Let's see more.
Kind of out on that.
It's
Dude,
hard
if it's an
because I
8,
feel
I'm
like
so in.
TGS is like
Or
whittled
7.5.
down to the point where if they don't tell you it's happening ahead of time, it's just not gonna happen.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't do a lot of
That's
surprises
true.
anymore.
Dragon's Dogma 2.
They know that's
Just
a big
that
deal.
TGS at all.
Yeah.
Come into the
They
West.
bought it. They
Because
saved it.
Capcom
No,
did say
I don't want Square
that
Enix anywhere near
They
that
saved
shit.
it.
They ruin it.
Capcom did say that like the PC version of Monster Hunter Rise and
Oh yeah, we're probably
Stuff
getting a
will be there,
Monster
yeah.
Hunter Rise PC date.
I'm just saying TGS at
We
all.
have the expansion announced, and they already said it's coming the same
Yeah.
day to PC. So it's like you gotta announce that PC version date soon.
Dragon Quest 10 or 12. I would love to see that, but the game feels
I actually don't think
so far
that
away.
Elden Ring is out of the question
No, it's not.
because it's the only show it's got left between now and then. That and the Game Awards.
It'll show up at Game Awards.
Yeah, Keely's
But I mean,
foaming at the mouth for that.
people
Foaming
don't.
at the mouth.
People don't usually play a game at Game Awards. That's what I'm saying. But I don't know what TGS is going to be like this year
Mhm.
either. Chocobo
Yeah, it's,
Racing will
it's
probably
much
be there.
much
Yeah.
later this year than usual.
I am surprised, yeah, because like Vati Video and those guys saw that 16-minute gameplay demo and nobody
did
else
not.
has seen it yet.
Right.
Of Elden
Oh yeah, the preview demo for sure.
Yeah.
Wait, the Dragon Quest 3 remake. I wonder if that'll. Do you think that'll be there? No, it won't be. 'Cause I don't think they announced it.
Tactics on
We haven't
Switch.
seen the
Could've announced
5
it.
or
So
6
Tactics
pixel
on
remasters, huh?
Switch, dude.
No, not 5 or 6 yet.
I mean, the dates. We haven't had dates. We've seen them.
Oh yeah, yeah,
they're in
yeah.
that. They're in the original trailer.
I mean, they're like flying by.
Yeah,
and, like,
I thought you meant we haven't seen
postage stamps.
anything of them. Like even on the logo, they have like there's the character sprites below them, so you can see how it's gonna look.
Yeah.
Ooh. New Dragon Quest builders.
Yeah, Brandon Bait.
Oh my. I didn't think about that.
Ooh, I
That's
just
hopefully going to have one day. I wonder how the last one did.
remembered that the Outer Wilds DLC is out tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a nice little
Reviews
gift
are
when you
out
get
there.
home.
Yeah.
Isn't it out now?
I mean, I think it's out right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Go home.
No,
But
it's
there
out.
ain't,
It's
there ain't
out
no
tonight.
right now for me. There's only tonight.
It's out tonight.
Yeah, the list of things that I should be playing right now is getting ever larger.
Yeah.
From Varun Kachwaha. Hi, allies. Like many people, I was disappointed in Cyberpunk 2077. The less said, the better. Do you see a No Man's Sky situation happening here? There are just so many things wrong from top to bottom. I don't see it happening. There are reports of paid DLC coming out next year. I'm not spending a single penny more on the game if it's in the same state. So the question is, how much do you think it'll improve? And will you be buying the DLC?
I mean, I guess if it's like No Man's Sky could be improved a lot. but it might just take a long time.
No Man's Sky feels much more like a blank slate that you can add stuff
Maybe,
to.
yeah, maybe.
Or Cyberpunk's like...
Cyberpunk feels like to me, speaking for myself, Cyberpunk had a lot of technical problems, had a lot of glitches, had a lot of bad stuff going for it, but even if it hadn't, the combat wasn't very good, the story was okay, not great. The side stories I thought were better than the main story most of the time. It was just kind of boring, so I kind of just think it's a lackluster game.
I liked the story
at all,
but yeah, it definitely had tech problems, but I enjoyed going through it. So, I don't know.
I hopped back in the other night just to see how it was running, and it's just there's just something about that world and cruising around and just like I just like being in that world. And so yeah, I totally get what you mean with like the stealth gameplay just starting to feel repetitive.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
there's just
yeah.
an
Yeah.
overabundance
Definitely.
of weapons, so it's like really hard to decide like what should I be using or what
Well,
do I want to use.
Like, I think about Blood and Wine and how good of like DLC that was.
Yeah.
And if they could do something on that scale for Cyberpunk, it'd be awesome. Like a whole new map zone area. It'd be rad.
I think that would be the play.
Yeah.
There's times where I almost wonder if they should have just like not had combat. I know it's like too big of a too big of a budget game to go that route, but it's like
I can understand that.
it kind of makes more sense that way.
But it is similar to No Man's Sky that I do feel it like overpromised.
Mhm.
Like in the 300 years of hype for that game, Cyberpunk, like we all built it up in our heads that it was going to be like you could solve every room in any way, you could do anything you want, you can live a real life. It's a
because we saw like those behind the closed doors demos and they were sick. And it's like,
but even if you took the final
second
game
one, I was
and
like,
you did a demo of one mission, like it would be cool.
Yeah.
It's just like it's the way that's kind of stacks on over time. You know, the repetition of it.
Yeah.
Doesn't really evolve in a lot of ways.
And it's easy in preview events to be like, oh, you can throw this grenade through this vent. It's one of the many possibilities of ways you can deal with these guys, when it's like, really, you could just avoid them or shoot them or throw a grenade. It's like 3 things. It's like there aren't... Yeah.
It's like a lot of your hacking abilities basically amount to the same thing.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Like everything is just different ways of doing damage. And that's it. And the Mantis Blades were not fun, which is
Right.
Yeah. First person melee
Well,
combat.
plus, when they first
Yeah.
showed the Mantis Blades, they were doing crazy stuff that I don't
Yeah.
think you can do, like
I don't think
jumping and
so.
sticking onto the
Wall
wall and then
climbing,
assassinating
yeah.
the person. Yeah.
Oh my god. Ugh.
From Sage Mode Q, watching the podcast last week got me thinking of this expanded version of starring role. Due to the backlash of the announcement of the cast of the new Mario movie, they've all left the project. It's up to the allies now, to fill those Mario roles. To clarify, I don't want you to pick new actors for the roles. I mean, I want you to cast yourselves in the movie. I'll save some time for you, and I'll cast Huber as Bowser now. The rest is up to you.
Yeah.
Respect. I like
Everyone's
I like
casting
those-
Huber.
Everyone saves time by picking Huber's thing. Huh?
Put him in a box.
Huber's taken care of.
Donkey Kong. Immediately.
Oh yeah, but you do a real
You'd be
good Toad
Funky
voice.
That's what I'm
Kong, dude.
taking. Donkey Kong, dude. I don't think Funky Kong's in the movie.
I mean, the real problem is
I'm
who's
cranky.
Mario.
You're what?
I'm taking Cranky Kong.
Oh, wow.
Cranky Kong.
Yeah, no one wants to do Mario.
Yeah.
Don?
I
Fisher
think
Man.
Ben actually would do Mario, and he could be good.
Or Don. Don's pretty good Luigi. though.
Don's a good Luigi.
Yeah.
I wonder if Ben could be Toad.
Actually, there's some parallels there that is kind of funny
Don Luigi.
with
is
the
pretty
personality.
Don does hunt ghosts. That's
good.
true.
He does. He does.
Who else was in there that was weird?
Peach was in it.
Can
Is
it?
that the only girl?
Spike.
That
That we
they
know
have?
of, yeah.
Peach,
You know what?
yeah.
I
I think
think it's
so.
Spike.
I guess
Spike?
that's Peach
I
then.
still like once I looked at the icon, I'm like, wait,
It's
who
no,
is
so
Spike?
it's from
Spike's the
the
little-
old. It's the construction worker Spike thing. It's from
He's got the spike
It's-
shell.
No,
no,
it's a different guy.
It's not an enemy. It's a human character. It's from
What?
What's the game called? It's
From Wrecking Crew?
Wrecking Crew. Thank you. It's
Okay.
Wrecking Crew Spike.
Are you
That's why
sure?
everyone's assuming
Yeah, when
that
you look
like,
at the icon, when they're showing them, like, once I look back at that
it's
icon,
yeah,
it's
it's
like,
not
whoa,
the enemy
that's not what I
Spike,
thought
and
it
it's
was.
not
It's not
Spike
this-
the
the
kid.
green
No,
guy?
it's not
No,
that.
that guy's name is
not
Spike,
that.
but it's not it.
So people are assuming that Mario's a construction worker and like maybe like Donkey Kong and him are like that's the way they work. That's their
He's
job
this
or whatever.
guy?
Yeah,
That's a good theory.
I can't see.
I'd have to see
He's
it.
got like a mustache.
Yep, that's the one.
What?
Yeah,
Who the hell
exactly.
is that?
Yeah, it's Foreman Spike.
Foreman Spike.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Wait, who did you pick, Jones?
Chad was saying I should be Yoshi.
I don't think he's in it.
No, I don't think Yoshi.
They
It
haven't,
wasn't
they haven't
announced.
confirmed yet.
That's the end
No,
teaser.
you gotta say Yoshi
Yeah.
for the
Post
sequel.
credits, dude.
Yeah.
Dinosaur Island.
That'll be the post-credit scene. Will be an egg hatching or
Yeah.
whatever, and you just yeah.
So I guess that makes me Toad then.
Baby Mario crying.
Sure, Toad's tight,
Yeah.
I guess. Which is Captain Toad. Maybe that's sequel material.
Maybe he finds a hat, yeah. Wrecking Crew.
I hope they have a montage where Mario loses his job. And he goes like between like being a referee, like and like he's
Oh, he does all
like
that!
all those cameos.
That's awesome, yeah.
Oh,
Kinda
Kamek.
funny.
Actually, yeah, I'll take Kamek. Kamek's great.
That's funny.
That's the wizard?
Yeah.
Did they announce that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be a good
Kamek.
That's Keegan-Michael Key, I think.
Oh.
No, that's Toad.
Yeah, I thought he was
That's
Toad.
Toad. Well,
He's
who's-
Toad.
Kamek is
The other voice actor guy.
The Michael
Yeah,
something or other, right?
That guy.
Kevin Michael Richardson.
You know, that voice
Yeah,
actor.
Yeah. From Ulf himself. What are the best hidden gem 3DS games?
Ooh.
Oh.
I wanna see
I'm
that
gonna
Ghost
answer this
Recon
question
game.
without having my
Yeah, I have to look at the
Yeah,
library.
my library sitting right here.
I think I played one 3DS game.
Ghost Recon Shadow Wars.
You know,
The rules.
I have a
played-
little bit of an
played
issue
all
with
of
that
it.
because it was like the game at 3DS launch.
Yeah.
Like we weren't expecting it at the time, but like
Yeah.
everybody knew within a week because there were not many 3DS games yet.
Yes.
So at this point, I don't know how much of a hidden gem it is, but
Well,
Yeah.
just
Oh, not that
Googling-
it's not good, but it's not a hidden gem. Got it.
Just Googling 3DS games, the first game for some reason that comes up is Coldcept Revolt. I don't know what that is.
oh, Coldcept is
I'm
yeah,
gonna
it's
say
like a
that
board
one.
game series. I think that's just 3DS Coldcept. Oh, we are getting a little
Crunchy.
peaky.
Oh,
Peaky when I get loud.
Yeah, I was noticing that. I mean,
They
this
got
is
louder.
part of it. I was testing it alone, so I didn't
Right.
know other people.
Bravely Default? I wouldn't say that's a hidden
Bravely Default's
gem.
not really a hidden gem though at this point.
Yeah.
Just like, I mean, Revelations isn't
Yeah.
like Shantae. I wouldn't even say is necessarily even a hidden gem. Anymore.
Yeah, I mean finding hidden gems at this point is tricky.
I mean, the Zero Escape stuff was all on there, but those have since been
Oh yeah,
ported.
that's the one I played.
I mean, I think Zero Escape is a good pick.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Last
it's-
reward.
I think that those guys are still fairly unknown, even
Mhm.
if people are really into it
What
now.
is Stella Glow?
Is that better? Blood just has a weird voice that just like cuts right into your skull
Effective.
on a microphone.
Well, period, I guess. People always tell me that I'm like
Mighty
loud
French
voice. I'm like, oh.
You are loud, but some people are just organized to have like a resonant voice. you
Mm.
know? It's just the way your body works.
Pushmo is fun.
Yeah, just going to like the
Yeah, I
list
can't think
top
of a lot of 3DS games.
I'm looking through
Top
the
of my head.
Metacritic list right
Virtue's
now.
Last Reward.
Azure
Like most
Striker.
of the ones that are up high are stuff that people are aware of.
Yeah.
I mean, the SteamWorld games aren't super
This
well
is the
known.
second
Yeah.
stream. Yeah, me and Don streamed last night was the
Yokai
first
came,
besides
during
the
the
test
third.
that I did. So technically third. I guess.
I think SteamWorld should be on this list.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Steam.
SteamWorld digs.
Oh, I think this is it was originally a DS game, so I don't know if it counts, but they did the Radiant Historia remake on 3DS.
Oh.
That seems like a good amount.
Yeah.
Oh man, I forgot they put Luigi's Mansion in 3DS. The OG.
Oh, right, the first
Oh,
I forgot about that.
I don't know. It's probably not Hidden Gem.
No.
It's like Kid Icarus Uprising is one that
I never played that.
I forgot about.
I think someone in chat said this. Now I see it. Fantasy Life.
MGS3?
Not that high. No.
I've heard of Fantasy Life. Didn't they just put out a new one of those?
Yeah,
It's
probably.
level 5. And it's illustrated by Amano.
Ooh.
From Corey Jackson. Nintendo has pitched a new 3DS adventure game, Waaah If, where Wario is inserted into various Nintendo game series in each of its worlds. What worlds do you want for this 3D adventure game? Various
For Wario?
Nintendo game worlds.
Oh, put him in Hyrule.
That'd be fun.
Wow.
Have him
Him-
fight Ganon.
Him showing up at the
Or Link.
on campus of like 3 houses would be pretty funny.
Great pick.
Yeah,
He's
that'd
like,
be good.
"Rah!"
Great pick.
And then he's like late for class, and like the
Yeah.
teacher's like mad at him.
You should get an F-Zero cart and be an F-Zero. Give Wario.
Oh,
That's
sure.
a dead
Like how-
franchise. I won't do
Actually,
it.
he should have his motorcycle.
Yeah, like
Oh,
like
yeah.
but it's like a speeder bike now or whatever. Hover
Yeah,
bike.
just convert it.
Yeah.
Put him in Wave Race, dude.
Wave race.
Spring it back.
It would be funny if he just sank a little bit lower in the water.
Oh my god, that would be, yeah.
Yeah, Mo
Pikmin's funny.
Pikmin for sure out of this. I was
Him
thinking.
like trying to organize Pikmin.
They just get money for him.
Am I
He's not
wrong?
helping
sells
anybody.
them.
He's literally just bringing money back. Like,
Am I wrong, or has actually Wario and
Oh.
Pikmin would be could it be interesting as like one of the other spacemen
Mm-hmm.
because they already are sort of Mario and
characters?
Luigi, but
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
Yeah.
because Olimar is just Mario backwards.
Put Wario into
Um,
Animal Crossing.
Oh, yeah. He's a neighbor.
Make him one of the villagers.
He's like a shitty neighbor.
Yeah,
And he
it
tries
just
to buy it.
starts-
There's like a whole
Yeah.
story thing of
Yeah.
him trying to buy the island.
He leaves trash everywhere or something. Dang it, Wario.
Has he ever been in like any of the Paper Mario games?
I don't know.
Wario?
I don't remember him.
No.
No.
I don't,
No.
unless Color Splash. Doing Color Splash? I don't think so.
We just need them to make Waluigi Sneak and Love.
There you go.
It's a great idea for a game.
Dude, Wario and Kirby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He just has the same power as Kirby, like they're rivals. He gains the power, so he's like the evil
Yeah.
Kirby.
Yeah.
Put him in Metroid, dude.
He's just like a Metroid. that looks
Yeah,
like
it's like a Wario
Floating
face.
around.
His mouth is like goes on your head.
Yeah.
You actually keep the Metroids off of you by eating more garlic.
Yeah. Star Fox.
Metroid's
yeah.
coming.
From Richard G. Flowers. Hey, girls and guys. Are there any specific examples you can think of where you really wish you could take the role-playing of a game further? I'm currently replaying Tsushima thanks to the director's cut, and once again, I'm struck by how odd it is that Jin doesn't seem too concerned with the bodies that are strung up around the island. I like that if you bow to the fallen victims, he'll make polite utterances, and I do this obsessively, but I do wish that these bodies were more poignant. I get the argument that he's busy. He's certainly not something he'd ever have to deal with before the invasion, but I think it would have emboldened the character to have him deal more with the plight and suffering and the humanizing of the dead bodies. I wish it was part of Jin's journey to cut everyone free and cremate them as you reclaim the island's dignity. They'd make for extremely macabre collectibles, but I think the game could have been elevated by it emotionally. Maybe I just wanted more misery. Any mechanics you wish really leaned in. Love and respect, Richard.
There was a lot of misery in that game. With bodies, too.
I felt that with Far Cry 5 because
Yeah.
I would like drive under, I would like win the game, and I'm like, I've cleared this whole area. There are no bad guys here, and you go under the thing, and just corpses hanging. I'm like, can we
Yeah.
clean this? Like, seems weird. They're like, we're all cool with. It's like that's someone's like uncle probably. Like, should we
Yeah.
take him down? Like,
It's always weird in games when you've beaten it and like solved the problem, but the world doesn't change.
Right.
I remember
Right.
a few games it does.
to an extent.
It
yeah.
sounds like that's one of the things that Dying Light 2 wants to do, and
Oh, really?
I bet that's gonna be a really hard thing.
Yeah. Something that might make a game take a long time to come out, probably.
Yeah, that's why that thing gets delayed over and over.
But yeah, that
I do like the idea of cleaning up a space, though. That's cool.
But yeah, it's funny because I just finished the Paper Mario game, so a lot of times I go back and I'm like, oh yeah, like actually when you clear areas in Paper Mario, the hub world gets more active,
yeah.
and some of the other areas kind of repopulate as well.
Would you want a charm stat in a Souls game?
Like a charisma?
Yeah, something like that. If you have more charisma, you can get different dialogue.
Oh wow.
Like, if you have high charisma, you can have this character do something different.
It would be very weird.
And it's, like, not necessarily good.
Yeah. It would be kind of funny. Like if you have like over 40 charisma or something, Patches like doesn't kick you in a well or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be really interesting.
Charisma boss, yeah.
Yeah. You just convince a boss
Yeah.
not to fight.
Oh, okay.
I mean, kind of a more generality thing, but I do wish more games would allow you to kind of go down a romance path without it being a romance path. Like actually like strengthen bonds with people without like, just like going to bed with them or asking them to marry you or something like that. It's like I feel like you get the stuff in like Persona or Xenoblade where you like raise up ranks with people, but like Mass Effect. Like there are times in Mass Effect games where I'm like, I'm having a conversation with you, and like all of a sudden, like it makes a turn. I'm like, no, that's not what I meant. I'm sorry.
Friend zone.
Even though you can elevate it to marriage, you don't have to. Fire Emblem is perfect, Blood, because you can stop. You can make that choice and stop right there. It's like, nah, we got enough rank, but like, I'm not gonna ask you to marry me or anything. We just got like.
That's the other thing too. There's
bonds.
like this. There's like sometimes like you'll be like raising a relationship with somebody, and then you just like hit that wall, and then it's like, okay, we're just gonna repeat the same dialogue every time you talk to this person.
Yeah. That's always a bummer. When you like spend all this time getting to the top, maxing out a character, and then it just stagnates.
Yeah,
I mean,
it would
it's
be
like you
cool
can't
if
write
like
an
even if there
infinite
weren't
amount
like
of
a
stuff.
whole lot of other things that you could still like, let's go get coffee, let's go to the park or whatever.
Yeah,
still
yeah.
do some of those activities.
Okay, this is pertinent. Angelo asks, which franchises would benefit the most from adding a life management sim system a la Persona?
All of them.
Well, Elden
Let's
Ring.
continue the conversation.
You think we're joking, but I would take
It
that.
would be so interesting.
We were just talking about on Frame Trap. Ben brought Bully, which he played on mobile, which blew my mind.
Whoa.
And that definitely has much more day-to-day. Like, you can't stay up at night. Like, it'll force you to go to bed.
Yeah.
And so that was an interesting thing to add to the Rockstar formula. And I'm always a sucker for stuff like that. That was one of the parts I really did enjoy of Persona. Of the third of it that I played.
Devil May Cry, you gotta go eat
That-
pizza or something.
I was trying to think of like, because all the games I play are like, you're like alone, like Myst or whatever. You're like alone.
Mhm.
But then I was thinking of, you're building up relationships with like a rock that looks kind of like a person, and you're just like crazed and lonely and talking to it. It was a whole thought process.
Is there any like rep in 14 where you're like you're now more familiar with this faction and you get like benefits that way?
Like the Beast Tribes,
yes.
right?
Yeah, okay.
There's
God,
beast,
Jones.
there's beast tribes. There's
Well,
NPCs.
I say it because I remember that in World of
there's
Warcraft, and I don't know if that's
NPCs.
something that MMOs are just like. No, you finish a quest line, you're done. You get the benefits. There's no like, kill these, and then you get coins, and then you turn those coins in for more rep, and then you get more armor. Castlevania game.
One of the things I suggested to Ben when we were talking about Guardians of the Galaxy was I thought it would be cool, with the amounts of choices and the amount of reliance you have on like using characters in combat. I think it would be cool, like if you actually, if you did make a choice that pissed somebody off, if they're going to go into berserk mode and they're just not going to listen to you for
Oh shit.
a chapter or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're just gonna wreck a lot of dudes in combat, but you're not gonna use their skills. And maybe that could work out for you too. You could like intentional choice, piss off Groot.
I'm trying to think of other franchises. Can't think of anything.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption 2 kind of had that. From James Davey. Hi, allies. Firstly, I gotta say, I don't know why Sonic Colors is loved when the platforming is so terrible and frustrating.
Alright.
I can't believe they named a game after the ring name of Brock Lesnar's wife, Sable. Apparently her name is Colors. I usually...
Or Sable.
Right. Or the ring's name. I usually fatigued seeing all these safe and uninspiring games that don't show me something uncanny and rely on convention constantly. I don't believe there's such a thing as a truly original game, but there are games out there that do things differently to the rest. Some of the games I love the most show me, sometimes literally, that they've got a set of balls. Games like Conker's Bad Fur Day, Untitled Goose Game, WWF No Mercy, any Rockstar production, a Yakuza series, and Psychonauts 2, among various others, show me why I still enjoy playing games, because they dare to put exciting gameplay first and show us new wacky and whimsical things. So my question this month are, what are some of the ballsiest games you've ever played?
Ballsiest.
Ballsiest. What games have
Yeah, they're talking about like gameplay, not like ending.
I mean,
No Man's Sky,
Like
man.
anything.
balls?
I would say like I mean I
Launched.
love 13-2's ending. It's hilarious.
I don't remember it. I remember Threes. Threes
Oh,
was
the-
hilarious
the
It's
also.
like the biggest troll ending. I was like impressed. They actually do something like that.
Oh man.
I think Outer Wilds is really
Yeah,
Sure.
like
that's
a
a really good
brave
one.
game because like it doesn't hold your hand and it doesn't compromise itself to try to have wider appeal.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty rare.
I mean, I gotta say, I've talked about it a lot, but like, It Takes Two, like, saying that like, hey, you gotta play co-op, so we're gonna give you an extra code
Yeah.
to send to a friend.
Yeah.
So because this is it. This is the experience. You need to play this with another person, and for it to also then actually be a challenging platformer.
Mm-hmm.
To like not be like, oh, here's something to play with somebody who never plays video games. It's like no. The other person needs to be good too.
Right? Yeah.
Even though I don't think they're better for it, I mean, sticking to their guns, and I also don't agree necessarily with them sticking to their guns. Stuff like Star Fox Zero, like forcing you to have to use
The
gamepad, like that was their vision. They're like, you're gonna do this, so it probably wasn't for the best in the end, but
Disco Elysium's a good one, RF. Yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't played Star Fox Zero, but I do think that
I asked Donnie if I should play it, and he said no. And I was like,
still hoping for that Switch port where it just ditches
Was that the one that was on the
Wii U?
Yeah, as long as you didn't
it's on
have,
the
like,
Wii U,
if
so
you just
like
got
you're
rid of
using both screens.
if you get rid of
kinda
using
tandem.
having to use the gamepad,
Okay.
it's like a good, like a pretty good game, but like with it just like frustrates a lot of people.
Chat's pointing out Death Stranding. That's a really good one.
Obra Dinn is a really good one too.
Yeah.
Death
Anyone that
Stranding,
goes
yeah.
with a black and white look, like just like
Oh yeah.
instant turn off for so many people.
Yeah, like Undertale.
Undertale.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, when you get into like indie
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can definitely get into some weird
Yeah,
indie
indie
stuff pretty
stuff,
easy,
yeah.
but like when you're talking about something huge budget, like It Takes Two or Death Stranding, and like you're gonna have people walk around and deliver packages and have to manage their balance the whole way.
Final Fantasy VII Remake and RE2 Remake, but more so FF7.
Yeah, that's
really
pretty
good
ballsy.
call because it's like they could have just done way less.
Beat for beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like when you hear the idea of that game on paper, you're like, oh, it's only part of the first game,
Right.
and you're like, what? And like some of the story is like pretty fucking different.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like, what if our remake is also a sequel, kind of like maybe.
Yeah, Returnal, I guess. Yeah,
Returnal.
it's pretty ballsy. Yeah, a high budget.
Ballsy,
Roguelike.
irritating.
That game's cool, dude.
I couldn't. I sucked at it so bad.
So did Mike.
I'm just so bad at bullet hell stuff. I can't do it.
Destruction All Stars. They made some ballsy choices. I'll
They
say.
made some choices. $70. That's a ballsy choice.
True.
Yeah, like Obi-Wan for the Xbox, just having analog lightsaber support. Like, go for it.
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
They never went back. Ghost Recon releasing Breakpoint when Wildlands was so good. That was ballsy.
Ballsy.
They're like,
Call
what if
of
we make the
Duty,
sequel a
no
lot
campaign.
worse?
Super ballsy.
Call of Duty, no
We're
campaign, man.
getting a little.
Get out of control.
Oh yeah, about the
Pump the
rails.
brakes.
Like they just decided to follow a template and then didn't give themselves enough time.
No. From Tech. Hey, guys and girl. My question is coming off the back of something I think Brandon will appreciate. I had a very complicated case at work while transporting a very distressed autistic child to the hospital. I could tell by his bedroom he was a very keen gamer, so while he was distressed in the ambulance, I quickly loaded up Mindful Games and put it on for him. It instantly calmed the patient. He watched every video while we were en route to the hospital and the handover to the hospital department. So I want to say thank you very much for the work you put into that series.
Nice.
And I hope it lets you. I hope you know it's made a real difference to people. Now my question is, what is your go-to game to find that happy place? For me, if I'm stressed out, I will load up Skate and just try and shred some lines for an hour or so until all my stresses go away. So let me know your happy places. Love and respect all. And Tech did let me know ahead of time. They were like, I got a post you're gonna love. I was like, oh, here we go. Nice.
That's really.
I was gonna say
Fun to hear.
Mario 64 until I decided to go for like 100 coins and fucking
Oh,
TikTok clock.
you can't do that.
And I like that's not the happy place.
Yeah.
That's the complete opposite of happy place. That's the angry place. Probably FTL now. Just like,
Yeah, great pick.
You do like that FTL.
Yeah, this one's always hard for me because I don't have anything that I go back to
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
on a regular basis.
think
There
I
are
do.
like things that I have that'll like fit that for a month or a year, like Animal Crossing
Yeah,
we're playing
yeah.
constantly for a while. Although I don't know if it's necessarily a happy place. Like there'll be times I'll be stressed because I'm like, should I be doing this right now? Am I wasting my time?
Gas stations.
I think for me, in times like that, I'll usually put on like a Red Letter Media or something. Something I can just kind of like sit around to. I play Flip Flop Solitaire on my phone when I'm kind of just like chilling, Maybe that counts.
Yeah, the old school phone things from Plants vs. Zombies and whatnot.
Yeah.
Any MMO was always just like,
Yeah.
especially when you
Get
first
lost
boot
in
it
the
up.
world.
When you first log into an MMO world and start running around, it's always like,
Mhm.
this is just nice, like
It
sinking
can be
into
stressful too.
warm sheets. Yeah, for sure.
Man, it's not a game. I mean, just that good old fidget spinner.
Fidget spinner. I don't play the same kind of mobile games Jones does. I try. I downloaded
Yeah, I don't
the
play any mobile stuff.
Fire Emblem one like 4 times. I played for like 10 minutes and then delete it every time.
From Mo Grant. Hey, Elias. During the last Frame Trap, while Huber was talking about Tormented Souls and how much he missed old-school fixed-camera survival horror, I couldn't help but think about Square and how they've kept the original turn-based battles of older Final Fantasy games alive via the Bravely Default and Octopath games. Doing this allows the Final Fantasy series to evolve and experiment while giving turn-based fans something new as well. And I wish more game studios would do something similar and develop smaller games that utilized classic gameplay elements. Imagine a modern fixed-camera survival horror game by Capcom that was released alongside the new RE games, or if Nintendo made more new 2D Zeldas more frequently. A Link Between Worlds is almost 10 years old now. Or if Rockstar continued making Chinatown War-style games. I thought about this in Frame Trap, Brad.
Oh, yeah.
While working on GTA 6. What do y'all think? Should developers try to make these smaller games with old-school mechanics alongside their bigger releases, or should they just focus all their time and resources on the big main entries? As always, keep up the great work. Love and respect.
Well, they forgot about Triforce Heroes.
Got him!
Yeah, they should.
We all did.
Well, and the Assassin's Creed tried this, I feel like, when they did those 2D side-scrollers.
That's a whole different thing, though. That wasn't like a classic Assassin's Creed game.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But it seemed like they were trying to take some of the design ideas of Assassin's Creed.
Well, I mean,
put out
it
at
is a
smaller
Prince of
scale.
Persia nod, kind of.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
It's kind of the same. I've always felt Assassin's Creed was kind of born from Prince of Persia. a
Yeah,
little
for
bit.
sure. It was.
Yeah.
I wish they do the opposite of Donkey Kong. Put him back in 3D. Give him another chance.
Yeah, Kirby game 3D.
Yeah.
Or is that Donkey Kong 3D
Yeah,
like
what the
that?
hell,
Yeah, that
man?
could have been Donkey Kong.
Don't skip the 8.
It's funny because Nintendo was doing this for a long time with Mario. It's only recently that
the
they
new
haven't
series.
done
Super
like an
Mario.
actual
Kinda
like
doing...
burned that out.
side
though.
scroller.
Up through Mario Maker, yeah. I think that.
Yeah,
I think
actually, you're right.
I
Mario
think that's
Maker
kind of
fills
like
that role.
the culmination.
Yeah.
Though. I don't
Mario
know where
Maker
else they
too.
go
Love
from
Mario.
there.
Just got like an ActRaiser remaster, so like they're every now and then we get weird
That's a wild
weird things
thing.
that are old. I mean, that game is doing stuff not even like indie PC games are doing now. It's a weird game.
Yeah, it's really kind of cool.
Well, there was Soul Seraph. I didn't get that into it, but it was definitely trying to be like ActRaiser.
Snarky Peppers is right though. Like indie stuff seems to be filling this niche now. It's like
Yeah.
everyone's like, we need more tactics things, and then like a bunch of little indies make
Yeah.
them.
Mm-hmm.
An action
but
horror
I think
survival game. That's pretty rare. Not a lot of people make those. They make lots of like spooky
Yeah, like
survival games,
the
but,
action
like,
part, because
Yeah.
something where like I get a grenade launcher before this is done.
Tormented Souls definitely feels like Resident Evil 2 or Silent Hill 2. Like, it's really fun. There are a lot of those like PS1 style games
Mhm.
happening now,
Mhm.
like Murder House and stuff.
Yeah, I think though the idea is not that there aren't any of these games, but it's just these publishers aren't
The big
Yeah.
kids
the
should do
ones
one.
making
man,
them, right?
I
Like you don't see.
Love Capcom did Resident Evil again in
Like
fixed cameras.
A brand new one. I mean, like, Konami doesn't make games anymore, but I keep dreaming about them just doing a 2D, sprite-based, new-ass Castlevania.
Yeah. See something like that, something that is
Mhm.
like plays like Castlevania but looks like Guilty Gear Strive.
yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
please.
Hand-drawn? Man, that'd be a lot of work.
Well, that's the thing. It's not hand drawn. Like it's a 3D engine, but it looks good enough to make you think.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, Castlevania 99.
Oh.
So you're going through, and when you finish a room, it's the same thing as getting a block. So, like, I've now screwed you by what I just did in that room, and that adds a new room under your castle. And you got to get
This
to
is
that
a whole
room.
other subject.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been
Well,
saying...
but it's just the way they could capitalize on the old school
I've been saying
format.
forever, for years, that I would love it if they did a Castlevania Infinite style thing where it's like every month the castle changes or like grows, so like you get a new wing or every
I don't know, for
whatever.
But it's
me,
only available for 2
I
I
months.
really
Nailed
like
it.
the way that everything is thoughtfully constructed.
there would be the main castle, and then there'd be like basically like a chalice dungeon or something.
Damiani's whispering something.
Damiani always
Castlevania
knows what's
roguelike then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
except for I don't like roguelikes.
well, each wing would be like something completely different each time
Yeah.
you go through the castle. So the castle is different every time, and then like your build could be different. Like,
Yeah.
almost like aping from Hades. Like
Yeah.
you can
Oh,
unlock the
yeah.
different weapons and stuff. So you got like you got
Do
the
you want to
whip.
invest in your whip or
Dude,
holy
just
water?
Let them make a Castlevania. game.
Yeah, there you go.
Them or Yacht Club Games, I would
Yeah,
love.
team up, make them
Team up, make it
I
happen.
told them when they were here to make Castlevania.
yeah.
They do
I
awesome.
honestly would not be surprised if Capcom teamed up with them to do a Mega Man game.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so obvious.
Yeah. There's so many classic Capcom people
Yeah.
we've already worked with.
Man.
Do it.
From D. Tenchi. With the question I will answer, but if any of you feel uncomfortable answering this, even if you have a good story associated with it, I understand. But I'm ready to go. What was the last time you soiled yourself? I was on a 6th grade field trip to Yosemite. I was rooming with 2 other guys, and I remember having a very vivid dream about peeing into a toilet, but I woke to find I'd wet the bed and not gone to the toilet at all. Luckily, I only wet my pants and the comforter I brought and not the bed itself, so having wet myself awake, I was able to stuff the wet pants and a comforter away and then jumped in the shower before anyone was the wiser.
Nice.
Please forgive me the question, it's late, I should be sleeping.
I
What was the
I
last
honestly
time
don't know.
you soiled yourself?
I have a very vivid memory. I'm not sure how old I was, like
Shout out to Billy Madison.
6 or 7 or something, but on a road trip with a different friend's family, I had an accident. And I was very embarrassed in the car.
Because it's a different family.
Yeah, it's a
like-
different
yeah, of
family.
course.
I was terrified, and like, cause I had to go to the bathroom, but I was too afraid of the dad to like say anything.
Scary dad.
Yeah, I'm sure he was fine, but like, I
Detention
was just
sub and thank
afraid
you.
of people as a kid, you know. But I was like young. I don't know how old I was, but
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that's I didn't think of that. I was terrified. I should have spilled a drink on myself. And been like, whoops! Gotta go buy new pants.
I was driving my great aunt home and then left her house and was just like in the car and all of a sudden was like, wow, I have to go to the bathroom immediately, right now. 5 minutes ago, I had to go to the bathroom. Holy cow. And I've never felt like this before. I just pulled over into a gas station, went up to the counter. She's like, excuse me. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, do you have a key for the bathroom? And I was like, oh, no. It's like, yeah, here's the key. I'm like,
Oh, no, dude.
went to the bathroom and, yeah. Almost made it. I was at the couch reaching, I had my hand down. I was like, please,
Sucks.
save me,
Oh
sir.
my
God, that's
God.
fucked.
That's it. The only time I ever put my pants, just right there, in front of that nice person. But it's a good story. I'm like, I
It's such a
don't have any
good story.
problem
I
telling
love
that one. I told it the next day.
I
I'll tell
love
it
it.
now.
Now.
There was some close calls, like having a really, really bad flu or something in college, but I always made it.
Yeah, same.
It's like the worst feeling. Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, there are some worse ones, but it's a bad feeling.
It ain't good.
With our final question.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Sneaking in under an hour.
Jeez, yeah, fast.
From Jesse Blue. Hi, Allies. Glad to have you back and rested. Everyone needs a vacation.
Yeah.
from
Wait,
time
who's
to time.
rested? Are you
Yeah, I don't know.
rested?
What
What vacation?
Who's rested?
What?
Who's been rested?
What
Who's
vacation?
taking breaks?
Who's taking breaks? You're fired!
What
I
vacation?
fell asleep trying to write a review last night. Does that count?
I woke up at 7 a.m. this morning to take Sophia to the doctor.
I wake up at 7 a.m. every morning because I have a 2-year-old.
Yeah, I can't do that anymore.
It's rough. Well, no. I either get up at 7 or not. Jesse wants to know, From time to time, you go on vacation. Speaking of, I'm heading to LA to visit some friends and use the
Right.
Disneyland ticket I bought last year. Which
Yeah.
is dig. Did you get that dig?
Because it's
That's an Easy X tag.
from we canceled
Yeah.
Easy X because
I am wondering, can
Wasn't our
any
fault.
of you or all suggest a local place to eat while I'm in town? I already have a few on my list, like Del Taco.
Don't hype it up.
I
love it.
Of
I
all
love
the,
it,
all
but
the,
it's
all
not
the,
the general consensus.
Hey, it's gonna be cheap.
Hey,
Del
Jesse
Taco's on the
Blue,
list.
you're
Churro.
if you're in fan mail still, I'm not sure if you are, but Don's got a suggestion. He's
Nice.
still doing
You
those.
still have food reviews.
He's still doing the food reviews for fan mail patrons,
Yeah.
and it was good.
Wiener Schnitzel.
Oh God.
Wait,
Wait, we
What
they
what
don't-
price range are
That
we
was
talking
for Don
here?
too.
Are
Do
we
you
talking?
just
Yeah.
want like
because I was
$3
gonna say
meal
like,
recommendations, or do you want like
it-
actual food recommendations?
it also depends on like what food
That was
they
also
can
very
eat and stuff too.
Privileged of me to say.
Very elitist.
I know.
What else we got?
I
In-N-Out.
am who I am.
Sure.
Oh yeah, In-N-Out's
Yeah, I
the
mean,
one
those are all
everyone
good.
wants to go to.
People seem to love In-N-Out.
We
Well, between Del Taco, Wiener Schnitzel, and In-N-Out, In-N-Out's specifically a Southern California thing. That
Yeah.
you
Right.
enjoy.
Yeah, Experience Schnitzel is like. I feel
That's
it's
all
like-
over.
That's all over, and I think
It's
it's
just
more
you're
like an
so
East
you're
Coast.
so close to Mexico. Going to Del Taco might not be.
Yeah, just go to like
Just
a
go to
local
Del Taco's,
Mexican
like-
place.
yeah.
Not
Well,
gonna
yeah.
change anything.
I brought up Chano's in my food reviews. So
El
go to
Coyote
Chano's.
is also
Or
great.
Not Chano's anymore.
I
El
mean,
Fuero.
I don't know
El
if they
Coyote's
have
in,
them where you are, but if they don't, I forget. Jesse, I mean, we have Raising Cane's here, so if you've never been to Raising Cane's, you want to try
It's
it.
not worth it.
Oh,
Wurst Kusha is good. That's a more like
Yeah.
rich local thing.
And that's W
Oh,
R
they're getting a Raising
W
Cane's
U
2
R
blocks
S
from their
T
house.
K U C H
So that's
E.
pretty nice.
Yeah.
First Kuka, whatever.
Things are only
Wurst
out here.
Kusha.
Pinks?
It's
Pinks
Oh,
is
yeah,
pretty good.
Pinks.
They're famous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pinks for hot
but
dog.
be prepared for pinks. You might
Wait
want
in
to
line.
like
There's a line.
Could be a
drive
line.
by and then see if you want to wait in the line.
Let's
or
go.
not.
Most In-N-Outs there'll be a line too.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll be in the drive-thru for a while.
Best time to go to In-N-Out is around 4:30 p.m. or around actually 9
Your
p.m.
In-N-Out is
8:30 to
crazy.
8:30 to 9 p.m. For some reason, there seems to be like this really small 30-minute window
Mhm.
where people just don't go to In-N-Out for 30 minutes. It's kind of surprising.
Oh yeah, Mogu Mogu. I've been liking. It's a Mazemen place. It's kind of by Little Osaka, which is Olympic and Sawtelle.
Oh yeah, ramen.
Oh yeah,
Oh, not
yeah.
Taco
We should.
Tuya.
It's like
Taco
sorry, I
Tuya
didn't see if
ramen,
Jesse
for
said
sure.
anything about like
Thinking
price
Wurst
range.
Kusha.
Yeah.
They
I was
said
gonna say-
anything. They said anything.
Sorry.
Okay, so Sujita Annex.
But you gotta go to
Tatsu,
Sawtelle and.
or
Just
Tatsu
go to-
Ramen on
go to
Sawtelle.
and Olympic.
Coco Ichibanya Curry House on
And just eat everything.
Wilshire Boulevard.
That place is fine.
I'm always gonna
Jackrabbit slams.
pump up Daikokuya above all of those others, but yeah.
Mogu Mogu is cute.
And then so
Revolving sushi
Uber
bars.
Eats was like harassing me
Oh,
with
yeah.
coupons for some reason. So like I finally like broke down and like did an Uber Eats since they're gonna like give me $30 off.
Oh,
And
only way they're worth it.
we ordered a plate from a place called Fresh Grill, I think. That was
Nice.
Mediterranean. It was like, hey, this is really
Oh yeah,
good.
Mediterranean.
I think I've eaten there before.
Yeah.
If you want to spend $600, go to N Naka. It doesn't
Nah.
have a sign.
Oh my god.
It's Japanese fare.
Roscoe's chicken and waffles.
There's an
is,
episode of
Oh,
Crap,
Roscoe's, yes.
Roscoe's is-
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Absolutely
Infamous,
Roscoe's.
infamous.
Don't go to Hollywood though, just at all.
Just don't go to LA.
Yeah.
Avoid if you
Hollywood
can.
is fine.
Stay out.
Nobu, yeah. Yeah. Go to that Don place where they flip pizza.
Dude, I wish I could recommend my old pizza place, but it is gone for like 12 years at this point.
Oh, bummer.
Nova Express was on Fairfax, I think. But yeah, it was like all B-movie sci-fi, had like a Cthulhu thing in there, and like really crazy pizzas, really good milkshakes. One of my friends that played a bunch of synth music at the time would play for like 4 hours
Huh?
on like Thursday
they're doing
nights. I would
LA
just
now.
go in
Synth
there and
music?
just chill out.
If you're on the east side, Pine and
But they're
Crane is
gone.
cute.
If you like
Pizza, now it
pastrami,
sits.
go to the Hat. If
Oh
you like pastrami,
yeah.
it's so good.
Portillo's.
Don't they have that?
Is there Portillo's here?
Where they?
There's a Burbank one, I think.
And there's Jesse and Chad. Thanks for the tips.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a patron. Thanks to everybody for being a patron.
Yeah!
And submitting
donuts.
to the Q&A. Again, Ben working on projects. Donna's not here, and Huber is still on vacation, but Huber will most likely be back for the next Q&A. You never know. October, November, a lot of reviews those months. You never know who you're going to be getting. But that tier and many other tiers on patreon.com/easyallies are ways that you can be involved in the stuff that we produce. Stuff on Patreon, stuff on our YouTube channel, stuff here on Twitch. You can go there and get all of that information and see the Q&A tier, along with the Community Showcase tier, which we're doing next week with Michael Huber, and a bunch of other things.
That's attached to my
And we greatly appreciate the support. Thank you, mods, and everybody for answering questions or filling us in for info that we needed. Thank you to everybody that subbed and resubbed that we might have missed. And Blood, what are we playing tonight?
I'm playing Hot Wheels on Leash.
Yeah! We're going to go get some of that rest and relaxation Jesse was talking about. Maybe fill our, put an In-N-Out burger in our tummy.
Right.
And then we're going to race tonight some Hot Wheels cars. We're going to have a grand old time doing that. That will be at 6 p.m. or in about 2 hours. Right here on this very channel. And as I said, Patreon would be a great place for you to go, and youtube.com/easyallies if you want to see all our shows and other contents. And that'll do it for us. Thank you, Damiani, for being behind the controls. Thank you, everybody. Again, thank you, Ben, for setting all of that stuff up. I will happily step in for him. I love that Ben asks me, he's like, can you step in? It's like, oh, yes. Hand me that laptop. I read that question. Woof, I'm going home. It's a tough one today. And it'll be tough tonight. Playing racing games with these guys. We're going to have a good time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.